What's up, everybody? This is our mic, and in front of us here we have my Nexus 10 tablet, but it is not running your standard Nova launcher or Google Now launcher. We are looking at the Nexus launcher running on the Nexus 10. Now, the Nexus 10, for all of you that are aware and that know, this is on Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, and we are running a launcher that is built for Android N. And it actually works, and you see that stutter for a second there, but it actually functions just like it should. And you have your slide up app drawer, which is reminiscent to Android version 2.0, which is a feature where the app drawer used to just slide up from the bottom, for those of you that remember that. And as you can see, it disappears, and we have our transition animation there. Another thing to note too, when you slide up the launcher, on this tablet you can see all our icons up here, such as our Wi-Fi, battery life, Bluetooth, all that stays black. Now if you use this on a phone, your icons will turn white. Over here is your Google search button, which can bring up search. Hit it again, takes you right into your Google Now. As you can see here, I have not set this as my full-time launcher because since this is the unofficial APK, it does crash. So we'll hit just once and we're back, and it honestly works pretty smoothly. You can see there is no app drawer button. It is to this little arrow is what you use to bring up your app drawer, and you can put your 7 icons here. As you can see, I have done on my dock down below. I have my folder here which has my Dropbox and my Google Photos. I'm not going to bother putting a link about where you guys can find this, because you'll find it. It's out there. It's on the web. Do a search. I just recommend, if you decide to download this APK, download it from a trusted source. I found mine through XDA. There are other sites out there that have it as well. If you were to flash it using a custom recovery, then you'll be able to get where you could probably slide from left to right to bring up your Google Now. And the G will look a little different. I'll kind of have a tag connected to it so that when it slides over, it transitions to being all of the Google Now card or page right there. One thing I'll show you right now, if we try putting this into a portrait, it crashes right away. It cannot handle being in a portrait mode. So hit OK. It puts us at our app launcher. Hit our home button. It's going to ask us to choose. We'll go to the Google Now launcher. And you can see we are back at our Google Now with our traditional application drawer that they showed us way back in the day in Lollipop when they brought this to the forefront. As you see, I hit home again. We can go back to Nexus launcher and it will boot right up. Goes right into the Nexus launcher, no problem. So it works on other Android devices as well. Pretty much any Android smartphone from the last year into this year should be fine on. Maybe even further back. Like I said, this is a 4-year-old tablet. It runs it in landscape, no problem. The second you try going to portrait style, won't handle it. Now the Nexus launcher itself should work in landscape on phones, which it does, and I will show you that in another video. But yeah, if you guys want to give it a try, go for it, give it a shot. It is definitely very minimal. We'll pull up here. As you can see, we have our search for applications. Our most recent apps are on top, and then you can go through your alphabetical order of everything you have. Our back button, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's quite a very simple launcher. When it comes to doing your wallpapers, as soon as I tap on this, it's going to crash. And it crashes, and the reason why is because with certain wallpapers now you can select to change a wallpaper every hour, so they're kind of getting into a Muse type of wallpaper background. And we will go back, and another reason why it crashes when you're trying to select a wallpaper is because all these wallpapers are through the cloud. None of them have to be stored on the device itself, so you don't have tons of background wallpapers. These are things to look forward to in the next Nexus phones. So if you guys like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe. It is nice to see a new launcher on an old tablet like this. Subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.